Is there ever a place for being stubborn? Does it serve a good purpose or is it always just trouble? I'd say looking at our world today, stubbornness is sorely needed, especially on those things that God is stubbornly decisive about. Like, be stubborn for a sound life built on moral foundation. Why leave people guessing? Don't you think our society needs good doses of stubborn, principled people with a moral backbone? Of course. And why not you? Why not me? And stubbornness can be done with gentleness and respect. One of the ancient texts says, God said, I'll give them a singleness of heart, undivided heart, a new spirit. God takes away a stony, stubborn heart and gives a tender, responsive heart of flesh. Man, that's the kind of stubbornness I want. It can actually happen. I consider myself kind of a reformed hardhead. My wife will acknowledge it. I always got in trouble when, I read God's word and then I thought I knew better, and I'd go about my life and interact with people, and it was all about me. Yeah, be stubborn, but be patient and forgiving. That's the way God is. Remember that old story about Jonah? He was this reluctant guy who stubbornly refused to speak about really moral and civic and spiritual problems. He got even more stubborn when it came to being patient with people that were just like him. Eventually, Jonah did realize about his stubbornness, and it was because of God's stubborn patience towards him. He is patient, So there is a place for our stubbornness in this world, but be careful. Right? Be very, very careful about keeping attitudes or positions when others have better ones, more sound, more reasoned. The God might actually be talking to you about your situational stubbornness, although you might not see it. The Bible uses that warning, remember? A stony, stubborn heart. It's like sometimes our stubbornness is this wall that we've created to protect our ego or to fight off the enemy, and everybody's the enemy. Yeah, it is hard to hear that. But friends, it's also a lonely place to live there. Hey, let me end with these words of affirmation from God. There's hope. Yeah, be stubborn, but for the right stuff. I love Revelation chapter 2 and chapter 3. God gives praise to stubborn people in churches that hated inequality, hated injustice, and they hated the fake life of people who thought they knew it all. But God cheered for stubborn, hardworking people, people that were working for the common good, people who hung in there and didn't quit trusting Him. Wow. There's a place for stubbornness. Hey, you want to talk more? Hit that contact coach button. Let's talk.